How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Can you introduce yourself for us, Elizabeth?
So hi guys, I'm 20 years old. I'm from Guatemala and I'm a student and I'm living with my parents.
That's awesome. Where are you living now?
I'm living in Montreal.
In Montreal?
Yeah.
Awesome. If I tell you third culture kids, what does that mean to you?
I feel like it's a mix of Canadian culture and my culture. Like both makes a third one.
Yeah, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. I'm going to read the real definition for you. A third culture kid is someone who is a person who has spent a significant part of his or her developmental years outside the parent culture. The third culture kid builds relationship to all of the cultures while not having full ownership in any. All the elements from each culture are assimilated into the third culture kid's life experience. The sense of belonging is in relationship to others of the same background. So basically, it is a mix of the culture that kind of give a third culture exactly to a kid. So can you tell me a little bit why your parents moved to Canada, if you remember?
Well, I know that my grandmother was here and first, then she had my dad, and he wasn't born here. She actually had my dad in my country. Then they moved back here, and my dad, he kept going to my country, and he met my mom, and they had kids, and then we came here, but it took like a long
process.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you moved to Canada?
I was old. No, I was old. I was 9 years old actually.
9 years old.
Yeah.
Good. How did you experience the change from Guatemala to Canada?
Well, it was actually a little bit hard because first of all, I didn't know the language, and I didn't know anybody, and the family that I had here wasn't. I never had like chatting with them or whatever.
Okay, you didn't have a connection with them.
Yeah. So I didn't have a connection with them, so I wasn't feeling like comfortable at all. I was small. I didn't know. I was young, but it was not easy.
It was not easy. So you said you didn't speak the language, so you had to learn.
I had to learn, yeah.
When you moved here,
I learned 1 year, then I moved up in a normal school. But then again, it was not easy because I had like a lot of difficulty.
Yeah, I bet so. How did you experience the lifestyle? I mean, not just the language. I mean, the school. How was like school? The neighborhood.
The neighborhood. Everything was different. I don't know. I feel like here we would separate. Like we don't have, even with your neighbors, you're not like going to talk to them, knock on their door. Like I need a coffee. I don't know. But in my country, we kind of do that. It's like a normal thing. I mean, you make friends. They're all your friends. So I don't know. When you came here, like you're all alone in your house and where there's you cannot do anything. Also, so yeah.
That is with the
temperature here.
Yeah. So you mean when you moved here, the lifestyle you had home was completely different to here because you were saying that.
Well, I'm not saying that it's bad. It's actually good. But I wish I had a little bit more of what I used to have.
Yeah. How did you have to accommodate your lifestyle to the Canadian lifestyle?
Can you repeat?
How did you have to accommodate your lifestyle to the Canadian lifestyle?
Well, I have to make friends first of all, and like going out, knowing places, and making friends. I think is the first one.
Yeah.
Because you go out with them, so you get to know more of the country and.
Yeah. Was it hard for you to make friends because you didn't speak the language? Was it harder for you?
Not so much, because when I was learning my French, I was with two girls that were Spanish, so I had somebody to talk to, so I wasn't alone.
Okay, that's awesome. That's a good thing. That's great. All right. What was the most challenging thing for you being a third culture?
I couldn't get used to it.
You can't get used to this new culture.
No, because we're getting back to our country. You know, when you go there and you feel like you're home again, and then you come back here and then you feel like all mixed up. Like, I wish I was there, but then at the same time you're grateful that you're here, having what you have. I don't know. That's it. I think that's my challenge.
Yeah. It's to not knowing where you really belong. Yeah.
Like, well, I belong to both, but I don't know
which one. All right. You said you go back to sometimes you go back to your country. How did you experience that? Like, how was it for you to going back there? You know,
the first time.
The first time after living here for so long.
Yeah, I had to live here first 5 years, then that we can go back there. 5 years living here and not seeing your family, it's not easy. I mean, you miss them and all of things. You kind of forget some things too, but I guess it's But me going there, it was a shock. Well, not a shock, but I was missing a lot of things: candies, family.